Hey Virgo, welcome to your February 2021 reading. If you're new to tarot, you can read in the description box a little brief description of how tarot kind of works, or at least in my opinion. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can email me. That's in the description box too. I will take personal readings until I get full, and then I'll close and start again next month, open up again. So I don't know what I'm going to read. It's going to be a freestyle. So yeah, love, money, career, spirituality. I have no idea. Let's see what comes up. And at the very end, I'm going to read a little passage from a 365 Tao book. Just, you might get something out of it. I don't know. They help me, so hopefully they can help you too. All right, so let us begin. Virgo, permission to ask the oracle. What's going on with the Virgos? Okay, kind of a messy start. Ooh, all right. Okay, so there might be somebody that fights with you, creates conflict with you, drama, problems, but probably likely over petty things and can be quite consistent. And I think you don't want any part of it. You're just like closed off. You might have even blocked somebody or they might have blocked you. You're just like not having it. I think you do not want to fight anymore. You do not want any more drama. That's it. You're done. We're closed type of vibe. And I think you just might be focusing on other things, like just kind of turning your back on the drama, blocking people, just not engaging. If you haven't actually blocked someone, you might just be like really closed off to them. And if they try to fight with you or create any kind of drama, you just don't. You just focus on other things, I think. That's your vibe right now. What else we got for Virgos? Okay. You might just be finding some happiness in other things. Work, projects, mastering something, an apprenticeship, building something. You could be in school, you could be like working, but not just doing something small. Like I think it's something where you're just really becoming like skillful, like a master at it, paying fine attention to details and just doing a really good job at something. And I think that brings you a lot of happiness. So if it's at work, you might have a promotion. You might actually be teaching others how to do things. Like I said, it might be an apprenticeship. Just a lot of putting a lot of effort into details and skills. And I think people might look up to you for this as well. Whatever it is that you do, either as a hobby or work related, people might look up to you. You're probably quite good at it. Brings you happiness. It might not be growing as fast as you would like or going as fast, or if you started a project or a job or whatnot, it could not be producing as much money or growth as you thought it would be right now. It might be slow going and things maybe feel like you're like, I put all of this effort into it and I'm just not seeing any growth, but I think you're not giving up. I think you're just like a little bit looking at it like, is this going to produce abundance, like the amount of effort that I've put into it? You feel like maybe you should be getting more reward from it. But it looks like you keep going. Okay, so you could have gotten some kind of shocking message or information, maybe out of the blue as well. And I don't know what it's in regard. It looks like a message. It could be something, anything really, something about work, love, legal issues, just something kind of out of the blue, like a message or information or insight or something. And you're like, whoa, what, really? And it just kind of was like, blew up out of nowhere. Or you found out something about somebody you didn't previously know, some kind of shocking information that sort of knocked you off your feet. You might be feeling stuck as well. You could be in a situation where you feel like your hands are tied. It could go back again to this situation because it looks like somebody's aggressive, bordering on verbally abusive. There might be verbal fights with somebody that's happening a lot. It could end up getting physical as well, but it does look like a lot of verbal fights. And I think you might feel like you're stuck in a situation. Something that you thought was going to be a certain way didn't turn out to be that way. And it looks like fighting, just conflict. A lot of verbal fighting too. Yeah, you feel stuck. You're stuck. Like you can't do anything. Your hands are tied. So I think mostly what you're doing is trying to focus on other things that bring you happiness, to distract yourself from this because you don't even want to engage with that anymore. Like you don't want to fight. Like some people enjoy conflict and fight and drama, and I think you just don't. You're like, I do not want to deal with this. Interesting. Okay, let's see what's ahead. Let's see what's ahead for the Virgos I'm reading for. Oh my God. No way. Oh, phew. Okay, I thought this was not recording. What a relief. I was like, no, this was a really good reading. Okay, we're good. I'm going to keep going. So what's ahead for the Virgos that I'm reading for? Thankfully, I saw that and didn't end it too. Ooh, close. Mercury retrograde vibes almost got me. Okay. Okay, Virgo. What's ahead for the Virgos that are watching that identify with this reading? All right, yeah, so there you are. Interesting. Virgo. Something from your past might be resurfacing. I don't know if it's a person or a situation, and I don't think it's good. I think you might be imagining doomsday scenarios, like a past situation that you've had before is like repeating almost, like if something's resurfaced, like risen from the dead. And I think you're imagining worst case scenarios, kind of doomsday scenarios. If there's any kind of legal issues, I think you're imagining the absolute worst. Can I clarify that, please? What is this? Mercury retrograde. Okay, you could have someone from your past trying to come back, but I think you're just not having it as well. You don't want it. You're so. I think you're just so closed off in general right now that it's hard to get through to you at all. Like you're just so in your own head and in your own space, and you're so not participating in anything other than your own stuff right now, like your own little projects or hobbies or thoughts and lots of thinking. You might be trying to turn into your spiritual center as well, because the external is just kind of turning into a shit show, like a bit of a circus. So you're just withdrawing and like, let me get more. That's coming up, sorry. Could be currently doing that, but that's the vibe coming up as well. Yeah, you don't know what to do, I think. I think you're going back and forth on options, trying to decide how to go forward. You don't want to go back, but you feel stuck where you are. Let me get more. What is this? Okay, so I think you almost want to make a jailbreak from your life a bit. Like, I think you feel stuck in a lot of ways and you don't know what to do, but I think you just want to, like, break out, get away from whatever you're in and maybe start new, or just have a new approach, or you just want to get out of it. Like I said, a jailbreak from your life type of thing, where you feel like you can be more your authentic self. I'm sorry, I'm being quiet. I'm just thinking. So I think in the upcoming energy, that's going to be heavy on your mind. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to quite yet get out of your situation. I do think that it's becoming quite intolerable though, but you don't quite have the resources or the ability to get out just yet. So keep holding on a little bit longer. I do see a lot in the future, like just shouldering a lot. It could be a lot of emotional burdens, financial burdens, just like everything burdens, like carrying a lot. And you don't have the resources to be able to put down the burdens, if that makes sense. Like if you're overworked and then there's relationship problems, you don't have maybe the resources to move out on your own, or you don't have the savings to just be able to look for another job, or there are no jobs available. So be prepared for a little bit of back and forth and up and down coming up. It might be a bit uncomfortable and feel pretty heavy because I think you just want to break out and make a new life. Like I think some of you might even think about just like almost like changing your identity and running away and starting a new life somewhere completely different. That drastic. I'm not saying you're going to, but I think that might be what you're feeling. Let me get some advice for you. All right, what would you like me to tell the Virgos as advice? Nope. Okay, let me try a different one. Take a shot. Don't take 12, take 1, okay, maybe 2, and move on. I was talking about alcohol, but I feel like it's not relevant to alcohol in this particular case. The energy is gaining momentum. Okay, so you might feel like you're stuck and you're not making any progress and you don't know which way to go, but sometimes that's just where you need to be. Sometimes we want things to happen when we want them to happen, but sometimes it's not the right way for it to happen. Like our higher consciousness or God or your angels or spirit guides or whatever you believe, like things are cooking, you know what I mean? So it might feel like, and it's just not ready yet. Like, the part of the recipe to get you going where you need to go is maybe still cooking. So you're kind of stuck here, but you feel like you're never going to get anywhere. But you just got to wait a little bit. Sometimes that's all we can do is just keep going and wait for things to like simmer and boil and like blend together until the right time. But the energy is gaining momentum, and then you're going to know when you can take a shot at something. I don't know what it is with. What is it? What's the advice about taking a shot at what? Ending something, getting out, getting away. Okay, so you might not be able to leave your situation as it is right now, but they want you to know that the energy is gaining momentum, and that chance is going to come. So just kind of wait it out. The thing is going to end. You'll be able to sneak away and just kind of hold the power of your own life back in your own hands again. Does that make sense? So just wait. Energy is building. Don't think nothing's ever going to change, but it will. It just might not be the right time. It's still in the oven, right? And then you can make your great escape. Get out of whatever you're in that you don't want to be in anymore. All right. I hope that helps. Okay, so let me read to you from the 365 Tao Daily Meditations. Okay, so I'm just going to open to a random page. Invocation. I'm going to read that one. Invocation becomes declaration. Worship becomes recognition. When blessings mature, one glimpses the source. When one is young in Tao, all practices begin as external procedures. Oh my God, this is exactly what I was just saying in the advice. Okay, sorry, that's not part of it. That was my commentary. Sometimes it's difficult to understand their significance. We don't know what to expect. This is proper. Not daring to interfere with growth and discovery, those who follow Tao hesitate to go beyond technical instruction. Take worship, for example. At first, an invocation is something external. You repeat it, but really it means very little. You kneel down at the altar because you need something on which to focus. Once you realize that the true Tao is to be found within yourself, you shift your attention. Then worship becomes recognition. Your own spirit arises and you learn to tap into it on your own. If someone had told you what to look for, you might never be sure of your experiences. What comes from outer suggestion is not the true Tao. Glimpsing the source leaves no doubt. Okay. So again, I hope that helps you get something. I hope you get something out of that. And yeah. So hold on there, Virgo, and I'll catch up with you again in a couple weeks. So stay safe.